Supreme Master TV Max. Maximize your blessings at home, work, and anywhere.
All of you should try to set up your telephone. You go onto the site for suprememastertv.com/max or folia, pocha, Livia. Then you can set up your computer or even your handy smartphone without SIM into 40 quadrillion screens of Supreme Master Television. The dots are very, very small, but there are 40 quadrillion screens behind them. And if you have several no-SIM phones set up on that, then it's a lot. And that kind of concentrated, huge, incredible energy will bless your home, bless your environment, your village, your town, or your city. And if many people do that, will bless your country, bless the world. So we will have less disasters.
To utilize this tool free of charge, please visit suprememastertv.com/max or youtube.com/@folia999/streams.
The climate time bomb is ticking.
We're talking about effectively the collapse of Earth systems.
It is now 90 seconds to midnight.
Go vegan to keep this world while still can.
Vegan scrambled eggs made with tofu, avocado rose with a homegrown broccoli sprout garnish. Childhood Mario would 100% approve of this recipe. Guys, make vegan scrambled eggs with tofu for your kids.
Cooking with the vegan chef Mario Fabbri, part 1 of 2, vegan tofu, scrambled eggs, and vegan quinoa bowl. Watch on to find out more.
I became vegan at 25, but I turned vegetarian when I was 6. The catalyst for this decision was seeing a leaflet about battery hen farming. And even at that age, I knew from that day forward, I would never eat animals. I absolutely adore animals and believe that they should be honored, protected, and respected at all costs in life. Lisa Gautam, vegan.
The cage was so dirty, it was quite a terrible sight. He made this slight moaning sound. I couldn't leave him there, I just had to take him with me. In 2 or 3 months, he became just this bundle of energy. And I didn't want him to be alone, but we didn't have any other species like him. The deer came more or less at the same time. We didn't want them to be so imprinted on humans, so we actually placed them together. He started becoming so clingy. They were always together, always cuddling. That interaction was really amazing for them. It allowed them to grow and have that comfort. When his orange fur started growing, his true, curious nature started coming out.
Welcome to our show, Cooking with vegan chef Mario Fabbri, part 1 of 2, vegan tofu scrambled eggs and vegan quinoa bowl. Today, we're delighted and grateful to have the chance to share some recipes by vegan chef Mario Fabbri. He's the host of the cooking show Trying Vegan with Mario, where he invites well-known health food chefs and nutritionists to teach their best vegan recipes. His mission is to inspire people to become more aware of where their foods come from and to embrace a more compassionate and environmentally conscious way of eating. Let's meet Mario in his kitchen.
I'm Mario Fabbri. I'm a vegan chef, and I have over 10 years of experience cooking vegan food. Ever since I turned vegan, I've been so inspired by creativity that you can find when you're taking things that you grew up loving as a child and turning them into delicious vegan recipes. So today we're gonna be doing a tofu scramble. This is a vegan egg replacement. First, we're gonna start with these two key ingredients. We got our shallot right down the middle. Take skin off. We're gonna mince it, go through a few. Right down the middle. Keep your fingers on top. I'll fill the little claw right there. Go across the top 3 or 4 times. And then it just glides into small little pieces. Beautiful. Set this to the side and move on to our garlic. Peel your garlic. Learned this one recently. Thumb on top, push down on it till it pops a little bit, loosens it up, and then it's just gonna glide out. 2 pieces of garlic. And we're gonna mince it. So once you get it to this mince, we're breaking it up and releasing that aroma, push with your knife, just squeeze it down. Just like that. Turn your burner on. Medium heat. Give it 30 seconds. Hands hot. Avocado oil has a higher smoke point. It's better for cooking. Oil's hot. Garlic and shallot into the pan. Give it a stir as soon as it hits the pan. Now, tofu. We're using this to replace eggs. My life started at my dad's Italian sausage factories. As I got a little bit older, I started to watch documentaries, pay more attention to the food that I was eating, and see how it's actually made. I never associated chickens and eggs or chicken farms and eggs or even question like what is the lifestyle of these animals. And it was one of those things where once you see it, it's hard to unsee it. That led me to see that, well, A, corporations that are controlling these farms don't always have our best interests in mind. B, you start to see the inside of one of these farms and how these animals are treated. And I started to make that association, like chickens are cute, fun, and playful, and we're treating them just like a product. What's the difference between a chicken and a dog? What's the difference between an animal and myself to a certain degree? I wouldn't want to harm this animal. So I still loved eggs at the time, but I wanted to give them up. And I found this tofu scramble recipe to be such a good replacement. Great texture. Here's a quick tofu tip. I got a brick of firm tofu right here. But instead of pressing it, I'm not going to take my hands and just squeeze out whatever you can get. Crumble it right into the pan. Stir it. You don't want your garlic to burn. Now, grab a tomato. Cutting through it. Take your sliced tomato, stack it up, and then work a few times across. Look at that, we're starting to get that scramble. Guys, no more eggs for breakfast, tofu scramble. We're gonna add in a little bit of almond milk to this for some creaminess. This is your new best friend. This is nutritional yeast. Cheesy flakiness. Vegan. Stir it up. Let it go one more minute. I want to make it a little more creamy. I'm going to add in a little bit more almond milk. You could use almost any plant milk. Again, we're ditching cow's milk. Cow's milk, that's for baby cows. That's not for you. This is looking delicious, perfect, creamy texture. Take a handful of spinach. You just loosely tear it with your fingers. And stir that in. Turn the heat off and let that just cook into itself. I like it hot, so let's plate it. Vegan scrambled eggs. You could eat it just like this. We're gonna get a little bit more fancier. We're gonna make an avocado rose. Start with a slightly firm avocado, ripe, but on the firm side. Cut it down the middle. Peel off the skin. Make sure you have a sharp knife. Cut very thin slices. Gentle. Keep them together. Fan them out into a long line. Roll it in to the center. Tuck it in, roll. Tuck, roll. Tighter the better. Beautiful. Add it to our plate. Some homegrown sprouts. Let's dive in. Amazing. Childhood Mario would 100% approve of this recipe. Guys, make vegan scrambled eggs with tofu for your kids.
Vegan side effect. All beings will deluge you with blessings.
Gracious viewers, we'll pause to meditate for world vegan world peace. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. We'll be right back.
A few months later, we saw a video of another baby monkey in need. They were pulling a rope tight around his waist, so we rushed him in. He was so quiet, so calm. He too is one of a kind at our sanctuary. When I put him in with the others, he just blended in right away. He is the cheekiest monkey of all, and that's how the three of them became a very close bond. To see them happy, excited, energetic, after what they experienced in the hands of people, that's really the best feeling whatsoever. We are building a good colony before we put them finally into the wild.
Welcome back to our show, Cooking with vegan chef Mario Fabbri, part 1 of 2, vegan tofu scrambled eggs and vegan quinoa bowl.
Toasted almonds. Set those aside. Some whole cardamom. I'm gonna throw this in the pan. And then toast these. You could buy all these spices pre-ground from the store, but over time they lose some natural aroma and flavor. You're getting ready when you could really start to smell it. Heat off, then go into a spice grinder with our cardamom. If you want your food to taste as good as your food can taste, toast your spices whole, grind them in a spice grinder. It's gonna change the game for you. I have some fresh cinnamon sticks. Smells like the holidays. Crack it in. Let's grind that up. Put it right next to your cardamom. Cinnamon, sweet, cinnamon, toasted. Guys, my kitchen is bursting with flavors. This is like my own potpourri. Quinoa is ready. It'll be little pillows for your spices to land on. Now, we're gonna just start adding some flavor to this quinoa. Cardamom, cinnamon. I got another treat for you. Real vanilla. Again, make it fresh, make it real, make it authentic, and do those tests, A, B. Vanilla extract, try that, and then try real vanilla, and you're gonna notice a difference. This is what a real vanilla pod looks like. Cut it in half. It's dainty. The goodness is on the inside. Cut it thinly. Right through, you'll feel it. You reveal little beads of vanilla beans. Take the back of your knife and scrape off this flavor of gold. You can go right over your pot. Just scrape that in. Let's keep it moving with the flavors. Coconut cream. Now, give it a good shake. About 3-ish tablespoons. Zest, a lemon. Just a little bit. A little bit of maple syrup. About 2 tablespoons. Taste it. I did a pretty good job, but I'm gonna add a little bit more cardamom and a little bit more cinnamon. Gradually build it. A little more maple syrup. I keep saying it. Taste your food, try different varieties. You really want to learn how to cook, this is how you do it. A little bit of salt, which is gonna say, hey, to the cinnamon, let's give you a little boost. I'm gonna go double cream on this. We're going extra creamy. Oh. Quinoa, done. It looks a lot like oatmeal. It's got that feel, it's got that energy. So anything you would do with oatmeal, you can do with this. Add a few blueberries. And sprinkle on some of those toasted almonds. And here we have delicious quinoa for breakfast with our own delicious spice blend. We're using coconut cream instead of a cow-based cream. It works just as well and it adds flavor. It's delicious.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master CHINGHAI shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Ingredients. For all ingredients, please use organic versions if available. For the vegan tofu scrambled eggs, the ingredients are 1 14 ounces package or 400 grams of extra firm tofu, 1 clove of shallot, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 medium-sized fine tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt or black salt for more eggy taste, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1/3 to 2/3 cups of almond milk, 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast, 1 handful of spinach, 2 tablespoons of almond oil. Garnish, 1/2 an avocado, broccoli sprouts. For the vegan quinoa bowl, the ingredients are 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of ground cardamom, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 vanilla pod, 3 to 6 tablespoons of coconut cream, some lemon zest, 2 to 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, a little salt, 1/4 cup of toasted almonds, blueberries.
For more information about vegan chef Mario Fabbri, Please find him on TikTok at Vegan Recipes, Instagram at Mario Fabbri Chef, tryingveganwithmario.com, try vegan with Mario at Roku. Vegan, way of religions.
Noble viewers, thank you for joining us during our show today. Vegan Chef Mario has shown us that without harming any animal people, we can have a guilt-free and compassionate start to the day with a wholesome vegan breakfast. Please join us next Sunday, December 8th, for part 2 of our show, as Vegan Chef Mario will share the recipe for a vegan carpaccio using beets instead of animal people meat. Up next is Exalted Womanhood, Part 8 of 20, on Between Master and Disciples. May loving kindness and compassion radiate from within you, creating ripples of positivity for others.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds. Life is a feast.
For free international vegan recipes and for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.